Say, man, welcome back to the No Sugar Coat Podcast. I am your host, True Royal, and I got some lovely ladies by me right now. First thing we got to do is we got to give all praise and honor to God because he is the reason that we are here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen, amen. We have three lovely ladies to the left of me today. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, my name is Muna. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
You already know who it is, Miggy Mo.
And I'm Mariah.
All right. So check this out. We got a lovely topic today. Can you speak about your past to your partner?
It depends on your partner.
It depends how.
Very much so.
If we're talking about like their past, like what makes them as a person, sure. Like their struggles and the things they've gone through, sure. Yeah, we could talk about that.
Are there limits?
No, I want to know all of what made you you as like you growing up when it comes to them as a person. Now, I don't want to hear anything.
Limits are the females.
Yeah, I don't need to know about no other females. I'm good on that. I'm
Okay,
delusional
but when
because
it
no other
comes
females
to
existed.
when it comes to actually wanting to understand a man, that includes being in being like his relationships he's had with other females, because that's a part of his growth process. That's a part of what he's learned and developed as a man as far as his growth.
Okay, sitting there and like giving an example of like his situation that he went through in a relationship with someone, I'll accept that. But you don't have to sit here and tell me how you did this to one girl and then went next door and did it to another girl. Like, I don't want to hear that. But
So
you
there's
can
too
tell
much
me about the
detail.
struggle. No, because there can be detail with the struggle.
Okay.
But
Yeah, there is definitely something called unnecessary information.
yes.
Yeah. Unnecessary
And it
access.
happens on both parties. So.
See, I feel like you should take what you learned from those relationships, keep it to yourself, and just bring me the good stuff. Like, I don't need to know about...
Just bring you the good stuff.
Yeah.
No, because it's not just about the good stuff. You want your partner to know you're bad and be able to love you.
Right, like,
still.
I'm cool to know their past. I don't need to know about the past relationships. Like,
Could you accept your partner's failures?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with them. You know, I've accepted them to this point.
It's not about the way they fail. It's about the way they come back.
There you
Yes.
go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's true.
Oh,
That's what I'm worried about.
You're
How you
just
going to come back
preaching
from
over
that
here.
struggle?
I'm like, you just walked in the building and just preaching.
Stop it.
Oh man, that's just amazing. So
Okay, well, hold on. What about from your perspective?
From my
From a
perspective?
man, like from a woman, like is there too much from us to tell you about our
I
past?
think that if you know certain things about a person's past, it can inevitably change your perspective on who they are.
And that could be a good thing and a
Yeah.
bad thing.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Which all boils down to the type of partner that you have.
I think sometimes people don't look like their past. They'll tell you
Right.
about what their past is, and if you looked at them, you wouldn't think that they came very far. You wouldn't think that they came from something as crazy as whatever their past was.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some people don't look like what they've been through, and that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I feel
It
like you
is.
should be able to accept your partner for everything they've been through. They should be able to tell you all the ugly parts too. Like,
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
yeah, they should be able to tell you that and be comfortable telling you that. Like, what they used to be, what they are now, like, they should be comfortable.
That's the point of being in a relationship, is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and to be intimate with the person that you're with.
Right, yes, ma'am.
Because it's really hard for men nowadays to feel true comfort, to feel true security in a relationship. Like you can feel like your man is secure, but in reality, they're never actually really comfortable because they're not able to truly be themselves around you yet. Like, cause you're not accepting them 100%. You have limits. You have boundaries. Love is supposed to be unconditional.
And limitless.
That's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be, and that's a problem that a lot of people don't understand nowadays, and that's honestly the reason why a lot of relationships fail.
So ask this question, how as a woman do you create that safe space for your man to feel comfortable?
Yeah, how do you create that safe space?
We're-
How do you as a
You're
woman
the one who's
create
supposed
that
to
safe
answer.
space to make a man feel comfortable to show his emotions? To open up.
I would say time.
It actually takes a lot. It's very simple, but it's also a little difficult because men are not complicated. They are very simple beings.
She right.
We are the ones that overcomplicate men. We are the ones that make them seem like they are just what the, like we are the ones. We are the over exaggerators. We're the dramatic ones. We're the ones, and they're learning it from us. That's why men are a lot like just nowadays, and then females feel that way. They're learning it from us. Like, we're not allowing the man to be the man
Masculine, yeah,
because we're
okay.
constantly breaking them down to the image we want them to be, like to the idea of what we see them as, like, and that's not what it's about. Like Adam, I'm gonna take this way back.
Talk to him.
Tell us,
She gonna give
tell
a
us.
sermon.
To him.
God didn't create Adam for Eve. God created Eve for
For
Adam.
Adam.
We
Learn
are the
something
helpers.
today.
We're not the problem starters. We're the nurturers. We're the peacemakers. We are the ones that they can come home to and be able to be soft, be able to be at peace, not deal with all this extra turmoil because they deal with that outside.
Yeah, okay.
Real shit.
Like real.
That was powerful.
Sorry, I watched my brothers go through unexplainable things, and they are just like, if I had a man like that, I would cherish it, I would respect it, I would honor it, I would take care of it, and I just watch all these females walk all over it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, if you only knew,
My brother.
But do you think certain men like want that though? Like
actually, they do.
that's kind of what they're looking for.
But not every man is at the stage where they're willing to accept it into their life. And you have to be careful which man you got your eye on and which stage in their life that they're in. Because then you can put yourself in a position in your life and in theirs that you never expected to be in, and you really desire that person.
Again, real shit, girl. Real shit.
I didn't know we was gonna get a sermon today, ladies. Wow. I'm lost for words.
I'm speechless.
Look at this.
I'm like, what's next?
So, I know earlier we was talking about a person's past. Being able to learn the good, the bad, and the ugly. Is there a limit on that?
What do you mean by that?
Like,
It
are there certain
depends.
things that you just don't need to know, or don't want to know, or don't care to
It
know?
depends on how much you're willing to accept as a being, as you, as a human. Like, what you're okay with. Life is a buffet. You can choose what you want and what you don't want on your plate. Like, so, I mean, if you don't like what you're hearing, if you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't like what you're experiencing, bye, So, like, that's the world we live in. But, hold on.
Come on, you got it. Come on, you got it.
Come on, we all in the crowd.
Trying to remember my point. What was your question again?
My question.
If there's
Too
limits.
much.
Is there limits?
If there's
Yes.
limits. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna use an example, right? Like, there's women out here that do OnlyFans. There's women out here that, pop their pussy for money. And a lot of real men don't respect stuff like that. Like there's men out there that don't care. And like there's men out there that like are invested in the Lord and feel like, you go through things in life, that you experience, and it's okay. As long as you become a better person and you actually learn and you grow and you change. But like, if you're the type of person that's completely against something and you don't know that about a person and they've kept it from you all these years, you know, and like it's something that, you know, you feel, you know, you wouldn't really, I feel like that's a challenge on both parties, like, because it's like you should have been honest with who you are, who you've been from the beginning, no matter what experiences you might have had in the past, because every person is different. Even if you told your past to somebody else and they didn't take it well, the next person you take it to will say, well, you know what, you don't have to deal with that anymore now that you met me, you know? So like, either you never know what you run into. It's all has to do with the type of person that you're dealing with. And it's like, a lot of people don't have the trust to confide people in that information because of all the judgment that can come with it, you know? And it's like, we know ourselves, like, how ugly that part of life can be, like any type of experience that could be ugly, we know. So we don't need anybody else's extra commentary on, you know, how not womanly it is, or like, you know, whatever, we know. Like, but we're choosing to continue to not be a lady, or we're choosing to continue to not learn how to be, like, embrace our feminine features, like, in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we focus more on worldly things rather than spirit, like actually, you know, being who we're meant to be rather than satisfying the world around us and society. So like, I think it all just depends on who you are and like what your views are, because you can even be completely against something, fall in love with somebody who's done that or been that in their life, and be able to be like,
See past it.
yeah, because they're like, man, maybe I thought too harshly on this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I
You see it from a different point of view now.
yeah,
with someone
you know,
care for.
right, rather than just something you see outside and you can just create your own opinion, because everybody has a strong sense of like and dislike. I don't care who you are, and everybody is strongly opinionated about things. I don't care who you are. Like, so it all depends on what's on your plate, what you choose in your life, in your buffet. That's all it is. Like, that's all it is, and who can accommodate to that. And then it's also about like what we need to change within ourselves, because it's not like we're all perfect. We all need change. We all need to become a better version of ourselves, and we meet people that pinpoint certain things about us that, yeah, we might get mad that they're upset about this, but they're not wrong.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. We're just not at a point where we want to hear that information, let alone process it, let alone have your hearsay. Like, it's our life, we lived it, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's all about how much somebody's really willing to grow and change, and your viewpoints, and like not being so, what's the word, where you're just like adamant, just real adamant in your ways, like stuck in your ways, like Black would say. Anyways, yeah, what's up? What's next?
Did you have a question?
I forgot.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, it was a lot to take in. Rob, what's your perspective on there being limits?
What do you mean? Like there being
Like limits on the information that about your partner's past.
like, again, like, honestly, I love him and I want him to come as he is. Like, I want to know everything about you. You're like the good, the bad, like what made you you, because there's things that he's gone through as a child that are rough, you know, like, and that's for me to know, and for us to, that's for me to accept or not accept, which I accept. I love him for, again, who he is. I want to know literally all the little things that made him him, how he grew up, his mom, his dad, his sisters, but I literally don't need to know about the females. Like that, what does that do for me? What would that do for me? Like, it's me now. Like, you care about me, I care about you.
I get that,
that's a no-no.
But
no,
like,
like, I know that kind of, like, in a way that I literally don't care. Like, if he wants it, he chooses to come talk to me about it, okay, I'm going to listen to you. But it's like, why? Like, why would we need to sit here and talk about your exes? What about them? Why? What? I don't understand, because we've been together a minute. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I am your ex and your future, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you were to do something that triggered him, but you don't know what it is because he didn't talk about his past.
If he lets me know, like, hey, when you do that, or like, I don't like when you do that because of this, yes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't need to hear, like, I guess unless he was in a bad relationship or something, that he needed to be like, these are the things that happened to me, like, this is how it affects me.
But it is different for you because y'all have been together 9 years now. So, like, at that point, you should have already told me
I know everything,
the
right? Yeah.
irritation point.
Yeah, I
feel
just
that.
don't want something to come out of the Wentwork and I'm like, who, what, when, where, why, when we've been together this long. You know, like, that's the only thing. Like, yes, I want you to tell me the things I need to know, but nothing like, I don't need to know every little single detail. Like, I just need to know the main facts, or if something was going to come out the Wentworks, let me know what I need to know.
Before it does come out, let me know.
That's the things I need to know. The important things that's going to shock me or something. That's what I need. I'm okay with knowing. But, like, yeah. Okay, if we're hanging out and he's like, oh, yeah, I took a girl there on a date, why would I need to know that?
Right?
You feel me? Like, that's the things I don't care about. Keep that to yourself.
That's unnecessary.
That's the
Right?
unnecessary.
Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Like,
But then if he's like, oh, I took a girl on a date there and she dined and dashed on me. Like, I didn't mind paying the bill, but she left before I could even pay it. That's different.
That's trauma.
That's trauma.
yes,
you know, that's different.
Shit off. What if it's a girl that you know, out in public, and you give a motherfucker a heads up, like, look, shit, I just fuck her. She might
Yes.
do weird shit.
okay, cool.
Yes,
I'm cool with
yes.
that. Let me know so
Let me
I'm
know
not the odd man
right
out
then
that
and there.
doesn't know shit. Like, y'all in cahoots with each other and I'm the stupid
See,
bitch. Like, I'm not
okay.
cool with that. No,
What if
let me
you're
know.
going somewhere and it's supposed to be a special place, but he doesn't want to take you there because he's already took somebody there, and he wants it to be special for both of y'all.
Well, does he still think it's a special place for me, or is he gonna think about that bitch when he takes me there? That's what. Like,
Probably both of
you know, then don't ever bring me there again. That's that place right there.
Folks gonna
They
compare.
close down. Don't call. Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to California.
We all have
Unless it's
multiple
like-
loves
That's why I'm
in
not
life,
going
but every
See,
person's
yeah,
got that one
yeah.
person they just love the most out of everybody they ever met in life. So I see what she's saying, because there can be thoughts that you have behind those type of intentions.
Yeah. Like.
But you just have to trust in the man that you have, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
like he might want everything. Like, even if he did value, or not value, but like love that woman, like on a more intense level than you, he might be trying to get you to that level.
Yeah.
By
I do feel
doing
like-
these things.
I do feel
You
like
know.
there is like one girl in like every man's life that they compare every other girl to. I do believe that. Like,
Yeah.
like you're
Every-
with one
every-
girl, like, and you
Women
are kind
do the
of.
same.
I think
Yeah.
everybody has like a
do.
benchmark that they like
Don't sleep
compare
on it.
everybody to.
Not necessarily compare, but you know, think about like I guess the difference is I'd be comparing. Yeah, you're.
yeah, it would be
kinda are.
compare. Like if one person did something and the other person didn't, you comparing.
You're comparing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bottom line, you're comparing. Yeah, I think that.
Or if somebody did something better
Yeah.
or worse, whichever one.
I will tell you, my ex-fiance devoted like 10 years of my life to, on and off. He would tell me everything, like everything. Like it was more like he could share all of himself with me, but I couldn't share all of myself with him. So like,
You weren't comfortable.
But was that you not being comfortable or because he didn't allow you to?
because he didn't allow me to. So that's why I'm here in this situation I'm in now. But my point is that even though men might say things that we don't like sometimes or want to hear, like the fact that they're trusting us
To say,
with this
yeah.
information, like every single bit and piece and part of them, every thought that crosses their mind, because every woman wants to know, what are you thinking about? And no man likes that girl that's like, what do you think about?
No.
What do you think about?
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
What do you think about?
What you
Like,
sitting over
you
there
need
quiet
your
thinking
man to
about?
be so comfortable that he's just telling that you want him to shut up. Can you just shut up? Like, that's what you want. I'm telling you, that's what you
I guess when
want.
men's comfortable.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, your man too comfortable. He extra comfortable with
Now,
him.
let me ask you this: do you think
He
a man
was.
can be? Do you think a person could be too comfortable with their partner?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
I do.
much so.
I don't think you can be too
That's
comfortable,
the part-
but like,
that's-
that's good though. That's good. Like,
Too comfortable is when like you're.
but at the same time, sometimes she needs to tell you shut the fuck up and not be like such a bad thing.
But no, I feel like
she loves
for
you and wants to
me-
hear it, but not at this moment.
For me
Like,
personally, too comfortable would be like come in the bathroom with me.
is that too? He's
Like
too
why?
comfortable with
Every
you?
time, why? Not saying that's what it is,
Yeah.
but that would be too comfortable for me. Like, why do you want me to come in there with you? Like, that's a little too much.
Like I got the door locked. Why you still?
Yeah.
Why you still trying to? Why you still jiggling the handle? What you doing?
My boyfriend be like,
What
"What,
you trying
do
to
you
see?"
want?" I'm like, "We're doing it."
What are you doing?
Like, I got the door shut. Like,
A little
still
too
together.
much. Little too
That's
much.
crazy. I can't agree to none of that.
I leave the door open.
I shit with the door open.
That's him. He locks the door. I leave it open. I don't
We
care.
fucking
I'm over here like,
motherfucker.
boom.
shut it together.
Let me out for it.
It depends on what I'm doing. Cause look, when I'm in the restroom, that's my quiet time. Heck, you mean?
My quiet
That's
time's in my
quiet time,
car.
fam.
That's my quiet
Amen.
time.
Right before I come
Quiet time.
inside,
Before I have to deal with you,
I
at
turn
all.
everything off, turn my AC on, and I'm like, okay,
Let's
okay.
get ready. Woosah.
Let's go inside now.
Who's that?
Ain't nobody woosahing on the toilet. Come on now. That's
No,
crazy.
in the car before we get
In the
inside the
car.
house.
In the in the
Yeah.
car. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of people
because he's like,
that
"Alright,
there's a lot of people that come home from work and they make it in their driveway
And they
they
sit
just
there for
sitting
about 20 more
20
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
deep. Then decompressing
That's everybody.
For the day.
It's not about I don't want to be in the house with you, girl.
They trying to
It's
get
like
prepped.
I just need peace and quiet
I
for a
just
second.
I just got off work. Like I just made this drive. Like and then I gotta go in and deal with your ass. Like can I just sit in here for 20 minutes? Like you know what I'm saying? Watching some video or some shit I've fucking been wanting to see for the past 2 weeks, but I couldn't because your ass trying to watch this every time I come home. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it's about. That's all it's about. But we making it extra. You don't want to spend time with me? Well, you only come in when I fall asleep. What's wrong with you? Like I was like, you don't see me? I was like, you don't like me no more? Like, who are you? Shut up.
Making the situation bigger than it needed to be.
That's
boy.
why I said we're the dramatic ones. We're the one that make it more. It's because we want that, like, because women know, even biblically, your job as a man starts when you come home from work,
Amen.
not when you leave the house.
Thank
and
you.
not a lot of men know that. Not a lot of men know that. Not a lot of men understand that concept. If there's anything that need to be done at home that ain't done, that she ain't do yet, you better fucking pick up this like you do that shit. I don't give a fuck if you doing dishes for 3 days straight.
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck.
What kind of dishes
Tell
you
him,
got?
girl. Tell him. Like,
If I'm cooking every day, it's dishes every day,
it's dishes
nigga.
every day.
If I'm cooking
not
every
wrong.
day, it's dishes every
If
day.
you're not,
not
doing them every
wrong.
day, there's dishes every day. Yeah.
They pile up very quickly, even
Just
if
like laundry.
you're just one person.
And
it piles
a
up
man
so
don't
quickly.
understand when you just start doing little tiny simple shit like that, your fucking house just blossom, bro. Your woman's like, did you just do that? Hold on, drop your pants, nigga. Let me suck your dick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right
like, what
now.
the fuck? Niggas don't get it. It's so simple.
It's so
and
easy.
bitches don't get it either. It's so simple. Damn.
We make it hard for each other.
Now let me
Why?
get my jacket off.
Why?
Hey,
Why do we
He
do
wasn't.
that?
He wasn't. So, long story short, he wasn't making it hard, so she was making it hard. Let me say.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, this was a great conversation.
Good. I'm
This
glad.
was a really great conversation.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I think it might be time to widen it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, y'all watching, I hope y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and man,
Stay tuned, my guy.
and stay hard. Now,
Get your dishes
I need to
done.
hit my vape.